Hello, my name is Dr. Toledo. I am a board-certified psychiatrist practicing in the state of Florida. I'm a Jungian psychiatrist, and I have been integrating traditional medicine with alternative medicine for maybe 30 years. I don't know. I am a Reiki master. I'm a teacher in Course in Miracles. I've done past life regression therapy for 15 years. I'm a tarot reader. I don't know, so many things. So today I'm going to talk a little about this week. I've been talking to you and letting you know we're in a huge process of change for humanity. I want to explain a little today about what it's all about. We've had all these planets between Pisces and Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and Pisces is the last one. So all these planets have been moving back and forth from Pisces, which is like, if you look at it a certain way, it's the place where we return to the unconscious, basically, or to God, or to the quantum field. And Aries is the place where we come into the material world, when we start this journey. In the tarot, Aries, would be like the fool, just starting the voyage. And then Pisces would be like the sun, the end of that voyage. So that's where we've been. All these planets, these outer planets that are all changing signs, and they have been changing signs since the last year until 2027. All of them are changing signs, and that's unheard of. This is a major reset for humanity. And all the personal planets also have been going back and forth between Aries and Pisces, sometimes retrograde, sometimes direct. That's Mercury, Venus, and Mars. And then we have other aspects that have been happening and giving us information. So we've been going back and forth between this, like, it's like a death and a rebirth, a death and a rebirth. And there's part of us that are dying, and there's part of us that need to stay behind if we want a new life. Basically, what we're trying to do is aligning with a higher vibration that is closer to our higher self instead of ego. So what we have coming this week is basically we are in this liminal space where it's all potentiality. There's nothing that is defined, and we are basically in a parenthesis where we are realizing more clearly what are the things that we need to leave behind in order to move forward, but it's not time to move yet. There is no clarity. We're not clear exactly where we're going, and this is why the liminal space can be a little uncomfortable, because basically you're weeding out your garden of the weeds that do not allow the things that you want in your garden to grow, that are more aligned with your higher purpose and are more and in higher vibration and are also more authentic for you. So we're moving to the space of authenticity, and the things that we need to leave behind, as we have talked, might be habits, thoughts, emotions, perceptions about ourselves, sometimes friends. Because if you're moving to a place of higher alignment and authenticity, there's people in your life that will not come with you because they're not living an authentic life, right? For example, like there's people that I know that they want to portray to people like they have a perfect life and a perfect marriage, when you know that's not true, and they're deeply unhappy. So it's not about a judgment, but it's really about understanding that there's people that are not in their integrity, and when people are not in their integrity in one area of their life, that's going to show up in other areas of their life, and you might feel energetically like it's something that you cannot deal with right now, at least not as a close friend, and the relationship needs to change, which is sad sometimes, right? We've been acting from a place of basically ego, where we were trying to please other people or to live in a way that is what is expected of us, instead of a place of true authenticity. And we're moving into a space where we're acting and making decisions out of intuition and that higher alignment. So sometimes you're going to feel a no come from you and you don't even know why. But it's time to follow that no, not try to please other people because you're used to pleasing other people and giving them what they want, and not listening to your intuition that is telling you, no, that's not something you should do for you. Like, it's like, take care of you. And this is where we're moving. So, even though it's uncomfortable because you're breaking patterns and you're breaking with habits and you're breaking with people that you don't necessarily vibe with anymore because you're moving on to another place, which you don't know what it is yet because it's not time to know, as I said, then, you know, it's uncomfortable. It is supposed to be uncomfortable. You're having growing pains. That's what we're having, okay? So that's part of what's going on. There's no retrogrades this time. This week, there's no major like conflicts in the sky. It's more of a liminal space where things are gonna come up. Also, things that you've been dealing with, things about with your mother and your father, both. And there's also another aspect that's gonna happen, which is the sun conjunct like the Chiron again. And we talked about this like a couple of weeks ago, bringing up again those issues around self-worth, those issues around identity, those issues around the times where you were told that you were too much, or that you are too intense, or that what you say is not important, or that you were told to shut up and not, you know, be, or you don't have a right to have a presence or a voice or an existence. So that's going to come up too, to be healed. So you're not going to feel like you want to do much. There's not a lot of energy. You're not being lazy. You need this time to rest. We are recalibrating. We are redesigning ourselves. We are tending to our garden and weeding out what we don't want there anymore. And the things that we have planted still have not sprouted. So we're not seeing the results yet. We don't know what it is that is coming. But it's okay because it's time just to tend to the garden, weed out, water, nurture, you know, give food to your plants. Like, you know, this is the time to do that. That's what we're doing. Let me see if I have something missing. I don't think we have anything missing here. We are, yes, it is uncomfortable. That's all. We're just writing a new book, a new chapter, collectively, because of those changes that we're having between Pisces and Aries. It's a rebirth. It's a pivot. It's a spin-off. It's never going to be the same. We're coming into a place where we're all trying to anchor our higher selves into this world and be more authentic and work from a higher level of intelligence, which is intuition. So it's uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it's necessary. So do your homework. Weed out what you don't need in your life anymore. Weed out the things that are holding you back. Weed out the things that are not letting you be authentic and have a voice and express yourself authentically. And wait, we're gonna have more clarity, and we're gonna have the energy and the desire to act coming soon. Okay, I love you guys. Do your homework. The more consciously you do this homework, the faster it goes. This is just why I'm doing all this for you guys. Okay, have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. In the middle of the week, I might have another video for you. Okay, take care. Bye.